I'm checking into rehab in a few days. Can I go on a final bender? It's a good question, and I know this is something that crosses many people's minds before going into rehab. So if you have an answer, I want you to post the answer in the chat. I'm going into rehab in a few days. Can I go on one last bender? And so this is something that happens. I mean, most addicts, most people in recovery, I would say, most think that they can go on one last hurrah, one last bender. Let's go get blasted out of our minds just one last time. Just one last time. And there's huge problems. It's a huge risk. And so, I mean, I can think of off the top of my head, I got lots of stories of lots of really, really bad things that have happened when people have gone on one last hurrah. And for example, we had a guy, he was out in Texas. He was going to come to Arizona to go to rehab. And he said, no, I can't fly. So instead of flying, he was going to take a bus. And he hops on a bus. And of course, while he's on the bus, he meets somebody else that's into doing drugs, opiates. That was his drug of choice. And so they're on the bus. They start getting high. And next thing you know, they stop while on their way. And he was all the way like East Texas, so a longer bus ride to Arizona. They get off the bus. They end up in a hotel room. And they get more drugs, more opiates. And okay, you guessed it, he overdoses and he's dead. I can't even tell you how many people that I've heard of and that I know of that went on one last hurrah and they overdosed and they're dead. And so there's a huge, I mean, if you're ready to get clean and sober, go straight into rehab. Don't pass go, don't collect $200, just go straight there, I mean, life is so much better. I mean, you've heard so many people, pretty much every single person I'm sure that you have spoken with that said life is so much better being clean and sober. And just take that first step, because there's three potential things are going to happen. Three potential things happen if you don't go straight to rehab or if you go on that final bender. And so one is, you don't make it to rehab at all. I've seen that happen. I don't know how many times I can even count. So you end up relapsing. Next thing you know, you're on a run for another week or month or 6 months or year before you end up in rehab, and which, your life is still out of control. Nothing good happens. You overdose and you end up in the hospital, and that's no good. All the things that come with the overdose. And then the worst thing that potentially could happen, which I've seen it happen, I've personally heard about it, and I've witnessed it time and time again, you overdose and die. And nobody wants you to overdose and die. So the big answer is no. No. Don't go on one last bender. Go straight to rehab, and let's get your life right on the right path. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching.
If you found this video to be of value, be sure to like it, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos, leave a comment if you have a question, if you've got something to say. Camelback Recovery provides treatment services for people struggling with mental health, mental illness, addiction, alcoholism. So if you or someone you know is struggling, be sure to reach out to us. You can go to our website, camelbackrecovery.com, or our information is in the comments section below. And we provide everything from detox, inpatient, outpatient treatment, sober living, recovery coaching, sober companion services. So either we'll be able to help you, or we'll be able to refer you to people or treatment centers that might be a better fit. So I will see you in the next video.